Okay, hello everybody. I wanted to introduce a very good friend of mine, and she is a flight attendant, and she has been affected by this COVID-19. And so I wanted to bring her on here so we could all talk to her about what is really going on with the aviation industry right now and ask her a couple questions. So Ashlee, hello.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you a couple questions about, being a flight attendant and what hardships you are facing, with your status as a flight attendant and also like the aviation industry right now.
Sure.
Yeah. Tell me.
What hardships are I facing? Well, people aren't flying, so the entire industry is kind of experiencing this huge slum in the industry after we just celebrated like our biggest year of profits ever, and now
Right.
all of a sudden we're worried, are we going to still have our jobs?
Right, of course. I mean, obviously there's nobody flying right now.
Nobody's flying. I've only been doing it for a year, but I've never seen, it's like a ghost town. In the airport, on the plane, there's nobody. I had one flight where there was 15 people total.
So that brings me to my next question then. What was your experience on the last flight you took? You said it was just 15 people, or like, are people wearing, are they wearing the gloves? Like, you see the gloves and the face mask at the grocery store. Are they even more prepared for, possibility of catching the virus? What is it like?
It's a mixed bag. You have some people who come on, they don't have any protective gear. They don't even wipe down their seat or anything. But then you have, the middle of the line, people who are wearing the gloves, they're wearing the face mask. And then I had one guy sitting in first class the other day. He was like full on. He had a like a zip up jumpsuit on with boots and gloves over the top, a mask. He had protective eyewear on.
So like he was going to like treat asbestos in a house.
Yeah. He sat in first class. He wouldn't talk to me. He would just like nod and shake his head.
Wow.
He wouldn't accept any snacks. He wouldn't accept any drinks, like nothing. He just sat there.
And to be in first class, you'd think you just like you're part of the experience is to be able to enjoy the perks of first class, right?
Yeah.
So he just was like, I need to get home wherever you were going to. And he just was like, I need to get there, and I need to get there without any virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have people like that, but then you have still families coming on with little babies. I've seen several small infants coming on. They can't put face masks on an infant.
No, of course not.
So, but, you take the precautions that you can, that we've been told to take, and I guess you hope for the best.
Yeah, of course. So that brings me to my next question, really. Anybody, a lot of people travel for work or travel for family or whatever they need to do. What advice would you give to somebody or a family that's coming onto the airplane that has to travel? They have to get maybe like this first class person who had to get from point A to point B.
Sure.
Is there any advice you have for them or any precautions that they should take?
Right now you can wipe down your seats. Wipe down all the surfaces with, 40% alcohol or above, right? That's what we tell everybody. We always ask everybody, please make sure you wash your hands several times during the flight. 20 seconds, cover your coughs into your elbow or into a tissue. The flight attendants mostly now all wear gloves. Some do, some don't wear masks, but we always
wear gloves? Do you wear a mask? What do you wear?
I wear both.
Okay. And that's totally fine. It's approved. Yep. It's no problem at all. Got it. Okay.
And now because there's not that many people flying, we have so much extra room on the aircraft that we can practice some social distancing even on the aircraft.
Wow.
People aren't sat next to each other. The middle seats are generally left open. If it's a fluke and the flight's full, then obviously we can't do that. But if it's not, then people are distancing themselves as best as they can. Also, we have the way the air circulates within the aircraft is actually probably better than anywhere else. They're also like fumigating the aircrafts with special stuff. I don't know the technical information about it, but it kills the germs and the virus. So
it sounds like you're saying that it's actually a very safe time to fly if you need to, and not to have anxiety or worry about flying, because it's actually, you know, you're taking the precautions, your company is taking the precautions, and that you can rest assured that if you just abide by the rules, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best you can do. And the airlines, even since my last flight, have taken extra precautions. Now we're not serving food, like in first class, food is not being served. We're no longer serving drinks out of cups. It's bottled water only. They're really reducing the amount of contact that, you know, each person is having, and the transfer of contact, you know, like me picking up your used cup and then throwing it away. How many times am I doing that versus you just get a bottle and then you throw it in the garbage yourself?
Right. Got it. Of course. That makes sense. Well, thank you so much for answering these questions. I hope this was very useful for everybody watching. If you have any more questions about, you know, the aviation industry and how it's being affected and what it means for you, just direct message me and I'll relay it to Ashlee, and we'll get you in touch and we'll get you the answers that you need. So thank you so much. And we'll, you know, we're here if you need us.
Happy flying.
Happy flying. Bye.
Bye.